to set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
We got something important to discuss, AKAPADers. Let me just say, we're talking about Ron Howard's Eden, 2024. Welcome back to the podcast. Peter A. DeLuca here. If you're new here, we hang out. We talk movies. I believe I've done the research. I crunched the numbers. This is the longest running long form discussion also movie podcast. We're obsessive about movies and we just want to hang out, talk to you about them. I realize that other people do longer shows. They do a 3-hour show and they have guests on and they talk to you about every single little piece of movie news as if somehow it can be weaved together in some coherency. No. One by one, each episode has a subject. Eden, Ron Howard, 2024. That's where we are. Jude Law, Ana de Armas, Tom Cruise's ex-girlfriend, Vanessa Kirby, Sydney Sweeney, Daniel Brühl, who collaborated with Ron Howard for Rush. That awesome movie starring Chris Hemsworth. One of two fantastic collaborations Hemsworth has had with Ron Howard. This movie's stacked. Music by Hans Zimmer. Screenplay, Noah Pink. I always want to call him Noah Park. Noah Pink. Firsty, I think. Right? Can we call him a Firsty? So I'm watching this movie. I ain't finished watching it. I'm coming back from London. The airplane is approaching Philadelphia. So I watch it like maybe a good hour of this movie. It drops on Netflix. Thank God. It drops on Netflix next week. I cannot wait to finish watching this movie. Sydney Sweeney's in this. It's not Sydney Sweeney, right? We always want Sydney Sweeney to be sexualized. Sydney Sweeney, when it comes to winner or lottery winner, oh my God, her HBO movie. Reality, that's the one. Sydney, we've because of the internet, we want Sydney Sweeney to be constantly sexualized. And it's kind of funny because I think Vanessa Kirby is such an attractive babe. The way she shows up on camera, I mean, she's fantastic in Fantastic Four. Ever since I saw her in Mission Impossible. But she's not sexualized on the internet, right? So you can sit down and just imagine Vanessa Kirby as all these different characters. But Sydney Sweeney, right? Sydney Sweeney is a top-notch actress. She bleeds into this role. Daniel Brühl, Baron Zemo, the way he bleeds into his role. They're Germans. You don't, in no way do you not believe that these two actors are from the country of their character's origin. Then we get Jude Law, who is, I mean, guys, I'm on an airplane, and Jude Law, I got people next to me. Jude Law is 100% naked with his dong out in one of these scenes. So we have a Ron Howard movie that I'm watching this and I'm saying to myself, wow, this is somewhat of a pushback, right? This is like Ron Howard, 1992, maligned movie. If you guys want to go back to Tom Cruise real quick, Far and Away. It's one of Ron Howard's movies. I loved this movie ever since I was a kid. Just always watched it on TV, bought it on VHS, bought it on DVD. Would watch it with my buddy Rob for whatever reason. You know, we were like bad kids in high school. We liked watching Far and Away. I think it's one of Tom Cruise's better performances. Nicole Kidman, fantastic in it. The whole scene at the end when Tom Cruise is, they do the Oklahoma land race. Anyone feel free to correct that. And Tom Cruise gets his. It's just there, guys. So this movie, in my view, is somewhat of a correction of Far and Away. It's Ron Howard's attempt to do a very specialized period piece that exists within the era. Meaning, when you watch this movie, you're just watching like a lens of time. No one was impressed by Far in a way. No one seems to be impressed by Eden. Isn't that crazy? How does Ron Howard, with what he's given us, with what he's sacrificed, with his producing partner, Brian Glazer, there's a great iconoclast about him too, by the way, guys. Where is the idea that this is a new Ron Howard movie and we should watch what Ron Howard has for us? Few times on this podcast, I bring you guys films I have yet to finish watching. Sometimes I like to bring you into the experience of the film goer, of the film buff. If we go through, I haven't seen 13 Lives, 2022. This is the one where the miners are it's a survival movie, but they're stuck. 2020, he makes the J.D. Vance biopic. Incredible performance by Glenn Close in this, by the way, guys. Hillbilly Eulogy. He makes this with Netflix. It's of the biography of J.D. Vance. This is before J.D. becomes VP. This movie, Amy Adams, it's incredible. 2018, he brings back maybe the most troubled film production of our day. Now, meaning the film got made. Now, there's troubled productions all the time for films that don't get made. What he did with Solo, which 7 years ago, guys, I thought Solo would have had a little bit of a resurgence by this time. And it has not. Solo's fantastic, my AKAPADers. 2016, he wraps up his Da Vinci Code trilogy. Da Vinci Code 2006, 2009, Angels and Demons, 2016, Inferno. I can't tell you anything that happens in these movies other than, they all have national treasure type gimmicks to them. Oscar run, 2008, Frost Nixon. He makes Rush, 2013, one of the great car racing movies of all time. The Heart of the Sea, maybe his most underrated, underappreciated movie next to this one. He has given us horror, The Missing, another underrated, fantastic movie. More Oscar bait, Beautiful Mind, 2001, right? Beautiful Mind wins Oscars. The end of the Hollywood blockbuster age, 2000, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 1999, Ed TV, underrated, incredible. Ransom, one of the great remakes of all time. Apollo 13, we were just discussing this on Thanks Flicking. I believe that was a failed upload. We will correct that, AKAPADers. Willow, 1988. As soon as Disney Plus announces their existence, they announce a Willow show. People didn't like the show, but it shows you the impact of Willow. Parenthood, Backdraft, Cocoon, one of the most expensive at-home purchases you can make today. Try and find that on DVD or VHS. It's not available digital. Splash, one of the great comedies. Night Shift, great comedy. Grand Theft Auto, one of the best from Roger Corman. So we go through just what he has made. A lot of these movies he's made with his producing partner, Brian Glazer. Imagine Entertainment. We're broken when a Ron Howard movie is not heralded to the point where, good thing I click on things and I get curious and I read who's behind some of these movies. Because if I had not had done that on my flight, as soon as I saw Ron Howard's name, I pressed play. Later, when I find out that this movie was put out there, and it came and it went with no ceremony, there's something to be said. We are hyper focused on Christopher Nolan and IMAX for whatever godforsaken reason. Why is Christopher Nolan maybe the only filmmaker now that people just talk about. We can easily argue the later years of Ron Howard are equal to the later years of Martin Scorsese. Both greater than the later years of Steven Spielberg, who still today, I was watching this Universal Parks documentary on Peacock, which we'll bring to you guys one of these weekends. 3 episodes, and it just opens with Steven Spielberg because he's got a relationship with Universal. And it's like, hey, the greatest filmmaker of all time is sitting down talking to you. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, greatest at one period. The dilemma. Vince Vaughn, great movie. He's made movies to entertain us. Some of them, they really hit marks. It just upsets me. I mean, guys, in total, of a lot of the movies we went through, he's got 41 nominations, 9 wins. He's got 27 Golden Globe nominations. He directed 2 Best Actor runs, 1 Best Supporting Actor, 1 Best Supporting Actress. He's one of the best of all time. And this is how we treat him. Think about that. Not here, guys. Not on the Film Buff podcast.
Okay, that's a wrap.